Welcome to another edition of the Turnpike Sports Book Report. I'm Doug Weischadle here with Dave Weischadle. We're here to give you a whip-around look at some of the latest news coming out of the sports betting industry over the past week. Info at turnpikesportsradio.com is the press release to send your communications over to us. We love hearing from everybody out there. If you're watching on TV, we're on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. We're on our website, turnpikesports.us. Go right on the homepage, and you'll see this show every Monday morning. Audio, we are on Samsung Podcast, Pandora Podcast, and also Amazon Music. This week, state and national reports where we've got numbers from November, December, and January, a couple benchmarks in every single month.
Oh, wow, okay.
Deals. We've also got some more details on the Fanatics North Carolina deal.
Okay.
We've got a golf deal for U.S. Integrity. And we've also got a deal with DraftKings that will help cure everybody's indigestion.
Okay, I don't even know what that tease was, so, okay.
Over in the industry updates, we've got our normal launches and licensing news to talk about, and we've got a change in the gambling age in one state to talk about.
I think I saw this, but
Yes.
I'll hold off until you bring it up.
And then we're going to finish up with the legislative roundup. We've got news out of Virginia, Alabama, New Jersey, Missouri, and New York.
Okay.
We're going to start talking state and national reports right after this.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-479-3522. That's 800-479-3522. 800-479-3522.
Attention. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, watch this urgent message. The IRS is cracking down by hiring 87,000 new agents to garnish your paycheck and put liens on homes and businesses. They can even seize your bank account. The IRS calls it enforced compliance, and now they have the manpower to get you. Penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily. So call One Stop Tax Relief Shop and get the IRS off your back. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. And no other tax shop gets you more or faster approvals. One Stop Tax Relief has resolved thousands of cases since 2014 and saved clients millions of dollars. Call now for a free consultation. Connect with tax professionals who get the IRS off your back.
Call 800-605-0688. 800-605-0688.
One Stop Tax Relief Shop.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. State and national reports. We're going to start with the Wayback Machine going back to November of 2023 because we have Illinois reporting their numbers.
Okay. I thought you were going to do Arizona. They're usually...
Arizona has not yet reported their numbers.
Okay. I was giving Arizona too much credit.
Exactly. Okay. Illinois has reported a record handle for the third straight month.
This is for November.
This is November.
All right.
$1.375 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Its eighth handle out of 14 months of at least $1 billion.
Wow.
Incredible numbers coming out of that state.
Look, it's big population centers,
Yes.
Chicago, and it's just amazing, amazing sports there, amazing cities there. So, yeah, Illinois is always going to be the top of the list.
State also reported its 2023 handle year to date because they haven't reported their December numbers is $10.3 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking at probably an $11 billion year,
Probably, yeah.
if not more.
Probably more. So,
and FanDuel passed $500 million in handle for the state of Illinois. That's $511 million in handle. Over in Indiana, they reported their December numbers. We're moving ahead in the calendar now.
Okay.
Indiana reported its first back-to-back months with at least $500 million in handle for the state.
Mm-hmm.
Second month with at least $50 million in revenue. In terms of adjusted gaming revenue, in terms of overall revenue, I should say, the market share, FanDuel grabbed 40% of the market. Also, FanDuel became the first operator in the state with at least $20 million in revenue all time.
Okay.
I'm sorry, $20 million in revenue for the month.
Okay. All right.
Over in Kansas, Kansas reported their December numbers as well. State of Kansas reported that its 2023 handle passed the $2 billion mark already.
Can we just safely assume that it's been a good fall for all states out there?
Yes.
I mean, it just seems like September, October, November have been like blockbusters for every state, just for the betting industry generally.
Yes. Well, we're seeing a lot of record handles, but we're also seeing a lot of record revenues, too.
Yeah.
Case in point, we have Kansas. Record monthly gross gaming revenue of almost $31 million. Record adjusted gaming revenue, because they take out the promotions and deductions of just over $20 million. Over in Massachusetts, Massachusetts reported their December numbers again. Record total handle for the second consecutive month, $658 million and change. December handle also marked the state's second handle of at least $650 million.
Wow.
So that's 2 months in a row of $650 million handles for the state. DraftKings, as always, leads the state. They had $350 million of that handle, that total handle.
Sure.
FanDuel had 187. ESPN Bet came in third.
Really?
First full month.
So
in
wait.
that state.
It's DraftKings first.
By a large margin.
Oh, of course. Well, Massachusetts is DraftKings' home. They have their home office is in Boston, Massachusetts. So.
DraftKings beat FanDuel by just over $100 million.
So it's DraftKings, FanDuel,
BetMGM.
ESPN
Bet, and then BetMGM. I'm so used to saying BetMGM in third in that state. It's ESPN Bet.
So it's DraftKings, FanDuel, ESPN Bet, then BetMGM.
Exactly.
All right. Okay.
DraftKings had 50% of the gross gaming revenue. FanDuel had 33%. ESPN Bet had 7% of the gross gaming revenue market share, 8% of the handle share.
Wow. Okay.
So ESPN Bet's making a dent, and we'll start to see where everything is going with ESPN Bet. Once again, Plain Ridge Park led retail handle with $7.2 million. So it's kind of interesting seeing Plain Ridge Park. I'm pretty sure that's because the Patriots are right down the road.
Yeah,
from there.
it's about, what would you say, about 2 miles away from the stadium?
Maybe a little more
Maybe
than
a
that,
little
but
more,
yeah.
but it's
right
almost
there.
the same road.
Exactly.
So no, it should be. I'm curious to see how the winter months will deal with the retail, especially. So
New Jersey reported their December numbers. Everyone was worried about Jersey having problems with the New York market, and New Jersey came in with another billion-dollar handle, $1.2 billion total handle, mobile handle of over $1.2 billion as well.
sure.
State
You got to remember, New Jersey are most of our retail sports books are in Atlantic City. There's one
There's
in
actually
Meadowlands.
There's two up there.
Oh yeah, there's two. They're the Monmouth Park.
Yep.
So there's a whole lot of people that aren't real close. We're like dead center in the state, so it's like, I don't know, 45 minutes north or 45 minutes south. So it's one of those things. It's so much easier just to. Actually, if you want to go to a retail sports book, you go over to Pennsylvania.
You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed
you
to
go
take
over to
business
Philadelphia.
away. But go with your point.
Yeah.
96% of the total handle was mobile.
Yeah.
Because
no,
the middle of the states doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
Jersey also reported its year-to-date handle past $11 billion. Year-to-date revenue past $1 billion. So they're making some good strides there.
Sure, absolutely.
New Jersey also joined New York. We just mentioned the New York market. New York and New Jersey are the only two states to surpass $1 billion in revenue for the year.
Yeah. What's
also,
heating up in New York is the talk of the 3 New York City area casinos, which means, probably sports books in there. So it should be an interesting thing about a Manhattan sports book.
Well, actually, New York right now is focused on the iGaming bills that
Sure,
were just introduced, which we'll talk about that later on in the show. New Jersey also reported a record $488 million parlay handle.
Oh, okay. Now we're starting to do that now. We're seeing the parlays now.
Well, you got to hit it. You got to hit it because a lot of states are seeing the parlay handles go down now, or at least the holds go down because bettors are getting a little wise to everything.
Well, look. I mean, that's the big push for sports books, whether you're mobile or retail. I mean, that's how they make their money. The parlays. I mean, they're fun to play.
Yeah.
But the chances of winning those are a lot longer than betting on a particular one thing at a time.
And New Jersey's all-time handle passed $45 billion.
Mm-hmm.
They're still in the lead, followed by New York and then Nevada. Mm-hmm. Over in New York, we've got numbers for the week ending January 14th. Record gross gaming revenue of $65 million.
Okay.
Almost half of that went to FanDuel.
FanDuel's doing great in New
Yes.
York. They are, what DraftKings is doing in Massachusetts, FanDuel's doing in New York. So.
And also New Jersey, too.
Sure.
This was the second time FanDuel had over $30 million in revenue in their history in the state. Fiscal year to date handle for the state, which starts April 4th, the fiscal year, $15 billion already. All-time handle has passed $36 billion. Like I mentioned before, they're still in second place to Jersey in all-time handle.
Sure.
They leapfrogged Nevada, so
Yeah.
they're doing very well. And all-time gross gaming revenue passed $3 billion.
Are we getting up to the 2-year anniversary for mobile sports betting in New York? Are we?
We're
I'm
actually
trying to,
in the second year.
Yeah. We're
We're getting close to
January,
almost. It was.
It's been 2 years.
It's been over 2 years now.
It's been over 2 years now.
Yes.
Okay.
And on a national note, just to end the segment, all-time sports betting handle has passed $300 billion.
Wow.
Yes. In 2023 alone, year-to-date handle passed $110 billion. Gross gaming revenue $9.5 billion. Taxes $2 billion.
Wow. Okay.
And that's without Illinois, Arizona, and a couple other states not reporting.
I guess
yet.
those figures, American Gaming Association, or is that?
Yeah,
where-
we'll be talking about that more in depth in the next episode.
Oh, okay.
That's it for the state and national reports. We are heading over to some deals. More details have emerged from Fanatics' long-term agreement with the Carolina Hurricanes in North Carolina for market access. They are the official sports betting partner of the Hurricanes.
All right.
The partnership with the Hurricanes also includes marketing assets, in-arena signage, broadcast integrations, social media stuff, as well as a whole bunch of other aspects. The one interesting part of the deal, the partnership will give Fanatics the opportunity to build a retail sports book at PNC Arena where the Hurricanes play.
Well, that's nice.
That's actually a nice,
I love that.
nice addition to that partnership.
Absolutely. Everything was going boilerplate, and then you went to that one. That's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool aspect of that.
Well, it's as long as they get that long-term written agreement for North Carolina.
Sure. Well, we should tell everyone North Carolina is ready to launch their sports betting industry, and one of the rule is if you want market access in
To even apply.
North Carolina to even apply, you need to have a partnership with either a sports team or a venue.
A written designation agreement is what it's called.
A written designation agreement.
So I'm pretty sure we're going to see even more details come out for this too, but they just released some additional details for that deal. Over in the golf world, U.S. Integrity announced a formal partnership with LIV Golf for integrity monitoring, compliance, and education. You're also going to see Prohibit become part of this partnership
Which
with
is
the
great.
Golf Association. It's kind of interesting. I don't see too many people talking LIV Golf betting.
Well, I don't know.
It's
one
a
of
market
those-
that people are still getting used to, I think.
I think as we go into the spring months when everyone starts getting to that golf mode, I'm not thinking golf right now because it's snowing right now here in Jersey, so I'm not thinking golf. But when I do think about it, that's when I really get into it. So.
Well, for the Super Bowl, we're moving on to the next deal. We have DraftKings and Tums partnering up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
After a couple bets I made, I could use some Tums.
This is the TumsPropBites.com website that they launched.
Tums
Props Bites.
Okay.
Basically, it's prop betting on food.
Okay.
It's just one of those things.
All right.
See who can make the best combination of food picks, and they win prizes. Share of $10,000 to the lucky winners.
Wow. Okay. All
So
right.
kind of interesting.
I got to check that out.
Yeah.
That's an interesting promotion.
Wasn't expecting a promotion like that.
Yeah, good for them thinking out of the box.
And also the Friday before the Super Bowl, DraftKings, Tums, and Circa Stadium Swim will be having the Tums Prop Bites Food Casino.
Okay.
Where people can visit and do free games as well as get activations, all that stuff for for prizes. The contest that they're running with Tums will close at kickoff, But you can get Tums delivered at halftime through GoPuff.
Okay,
That's all
nice.
part of the deal.
Now, will Tums be available at Circa at that event? Will they be
At the casino?
Yeah,
well, they're
it'll be-
there, yes.
well, yeah, I guess it'll be like a big candy bowl full of Tums.
I don't know how Tums are served anymore.
Which,
I know, and I've seen Tums gummies, I think, here
Yeah,
and there.
yeah,
Because I don't know what they're going to have here, but having a Tums casino
Nice.
is kind of an
I like
interesting
it,
touch
you
to
know?
that.
Good. Well, by the way, the amount of food I eat during the Super Bowl is, I'm glad, Tums is doing it, and I'm glad, what is it, DraftKings? And
DraftKings
Circa
and
are
Tums.
doing it, so good.
Yeah, and Circa. I forgot about Circa
because
there.
I overeat. I really overeat in a Super Bowl, so. And food that, you get that the onion dip and vegetable dip, and then you got some nachos, and then you get some wings, and
jalapeno peppers,
you're
everything.
looking for Tums.
Yeah.
So good for them.
And last entry for deals this week, we've got Hard Rock International announcing a partnership with Point Vista Holding Company for the development of the Hard Rock Hotel at Lake Texoma, which is on the border of Texas and Oklahoma.
Oh, what's it called?
Texoma.
Texoma?
Texoma.
So it's Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Texoma.
Lake Texoma.
Lake
Texoma. Yep.
Wow.
They're going to have a hotel, golf course, amusement park, water park, amphitheater, and a casino.
See, that's great. Yeah, you see that I don't know if you can do that. Well, we have Atlantic City, but it's tough during the winter time. I don't know what kind of climate they have, but that could be a great year-round kind of thing going, especially if you have like the warm weather down there and you have the amusement park.
And I'm assuming the casino is going to be on the Oklahoma side of the border
Yeah, I
because
would
there's
guess
no
so,
casino gaming
yeah.
there yet.
Yeah.
So they're going to have the signature guitar entrance to the hotel and all that
okay.
stuff. I wonder if this is a reaction to Sands, and the Mavericks.
I don't know. Texas should be interesting to look at over the next couple of years with regard to gaming and gambling.
I think in the
and
next
see-
year, maybe.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see how the legislator does with
I think
regulations.
I think
and things like that.
2025 is the next legislative
That's what
session,
I'm saying. You need kind of.
But you're going to see a lot of maneuvering going on this year.
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. That's it for the deals. We'll start talking industry updates right after this.
Every 40 seconds, a kid is reported missing. Find the Children provides educational material that teaches your kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs are very successful in bringing kids back home to their family. You can help protect our kids and bring the missing kids home safe by donating your unwanted car, truck, SUV, or van, running or not. We guarantee you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast free pickup, usually within 24 hours. Over 2,000 kids are reported missing every day. Call now to donate your vehicle. Donate now to bring these kids home safe.
Call 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260. 800-934-2260.
Welcome back to the Turnpike Sports Book Report. We're going to start off the industry updates over in Michigan. We have Northville Downs, which is the last horse racing track in the state, will be ceasing its operations Saturday, February 3rd, 2024.
Wow.
So that is the final race at the Northville Downs. And
That's sad. That's always sad when something
Yes.
like that closes,
Well, it's technically not really closing. They've got a new piece of property that they're going to be reopening at.
Mm-hmm.
The physical racetrack is closing right now. You can still place mobile bets anytime. especially for the Kentucky Derby coming up.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Via advanced deposit wagering through, Churchill Downs Twin Spires, Naira Bets, Express Bet, FanDuel Racing.
Mm-hmm.
You can do all that. And then Northville Downs will announce the return of simulcast wagering as soon as possible after it reopens at its new location.
Okay.
Looking back at this, Northville Downs opened in 1944.
Wow.
One of the longest open racetracks, modern era kind of thing.
Okay.
So, they purchased 128 acres near the corner of 5 Mile and Ridge Roads in Plymouth Township to build a new harness racing facility. I'm wondering if we're going to see a sports book.
Should be interesting. Yeah.
So,
why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they try and apply?
It could be a racino for all we know right now.
Sure.
Over in Arizona, the Arizona Department of Gaming just announced it will begin accepting applications for 2 new sports betting licenses beginning mid-February.
Okay.
One will be awarded to an Arizona Native American tribe. The other will be awarded to a professional sports franchise in the state.
Oh, interesting.
Well,
so what can it be? We got the Cardinals. You got the Coyotes.
Well, you got
the Suns.
See, the Coyotes may be moving. They keep talking about the NHL
true.
team moving, so there's going to be a professional sports license available.
Okay.
And you've got a couple minor league teams there, too. So
I don't know if minor league can...
They're considered professional, but they're minor league.
Okay. I didn't even know minor league can even get a sports bet.
As a matter of fact, under the law, I think even some of those dirt tracks for car racing can get them, too, if they want to apply.
Okay.
But they're getting one for tribes, one for professional sports franchise.
Great.
Over in North Dakota, I talked about this in the tease at the top of the show. They changed the gambling age.
Yeah, I know. It's not 18, it's 19, right?
21 to 19.
It went from 21 to 19.
Yes.
I wonder why they settled on 19. I wonder if that was kind of a compromise. It's a weird kind of... the benchmark ages for gambling is either 21 or 18. Here in New Jersey, you have to be 21 to gamble in a casino or online, but you can be 18 to bet on a horse race.
Yep.
So, but 19 is an interesting age. It was.
I think it has something to do more so
it was
not
a
just
compromise, probably.
Yeah. Well, I think it has a lot to do with work permits.
Okay.
Because I think because right now the gambling age went to 19, drinking age is still 21. And you still need a valid state ID to get into the casinos to play. So you can't drink, but you can gamble.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting.
That makes it tough on the staff. They have to card people, and I'm assuming they're going to give you like a wristband or something like that.
I don't know how they're going to work
I
that.
don't know how they, yeah. So,
but
19 is an interesting age. If they were going to drop, I thought it'd be 18, look, it's fine. If you can serve the country in the military, if you can vote, you probably should be able to gamble.
And bet on horses.
And bet on horses. You probably should be able to gamble. But hey, that's, like I said, all these laws are compromises.
Well, funny you should mention the employees. This change in the age also increases a broader landscape of more potential employees for the casino industry.
All right.
So that may be where the 19 comes. There may be a state law regarding working in a casino.
Okay. All right.
So that may be more for the employee side of everything than anything else.
So, okay.
Over in New York, the Bronx to be exact, we have the Bally Links Golf Course. It used to be Trump Links.
Yes.
They changed the name. Now it's Bally's Links in Bronx. Just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just a little quick note there.
The official name change came?
Yep.
Okay.
It's now Bally's Links.
All right.
Also in Vegas, we have the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix appointing a new chief operating officer, Betsy Fretwell. She is also going to be overseeing the development of the Grand Prix Plaza.
Oh, all
which is going to be the $500 million centerpiece for the races.
So every year they have to rebuild grandstands throughout the city. Is that what's going to happen here?
Well, they're building a permanent plaza.
They're building a permanent plaza,
yep,
but
the
around
grandstands
the city,
are going to be up and down.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
And that goes hand in hand with that new ordinance where you can't stand in certain areas for too long before you get a moving violation kind of thing.
Okay.
So we'll see how all this shakes out. But that, supposedly this centerpiece for the race is going to be actually really amazing to look at.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see it.
That's it for industry updates. Let's finish up with our legislative roundup. Starting our legislative roundup in Virginia, Bill SB 124 in the state would remove the prohibition on in-state college and university betting, but bill will still prohibit prop betting on the teams and athletes.
Okay.
Alabama lawmakers met behind closed doors to talk about a gambling expansion package, which will include lottery, casinos, and sports betting.
Wow.
Alabama is one of the few states that doesn't
Yeah,
have a lottery.
boy.
We're starting to see that a
That's
little
like,
bit more now.
Hey, let's dive into the deep end of the pool
Yeah.
to learn to swim. Okay.
Over in New Jersey, State Senator Vincent Palestina introduced a bill that would raise the threshold from 1 to 3 years for an online gambling account to be considered dormant.
Okay.
Right now, you have 1 year. If you don't use it, it becomes dormant. The money goes into the state.
Okay.
Right now, the bill would under the new bill, the money would go into the unclaimed property fund that's already set up under the Unclaimed Property Act, which is kind of interesting. You still can actually, there's no time limit to withdraw it from the state.
Okay.
Under the new bill.
Okay.
So that helps out players if you haven't been playing in a while.
Sure.
Over in Missouri, the state's professional sports teams announced that they have launched an initiative for a petition drive for the legalization of sports betting and putting it on the November ballot.
I think that's great. People in Missouri really want this.
Yes.
So, hopefully it'll get passed.
Coalition includes the Chiefs, the Royals, the Cardinals, the Blues, and the two Kansas City and St. Louis City soccer teams.
Well, that's why Missouri is
Yes.
a ton of
Yes.
sports there. So.
The initiative that they are pushing would allow each of Missouri's 13 casinos and 6 professional sports teams to offer on-site and mobile sports betting, allow 2 untethered sports betting licenses as well. So we'll see where that goes. They need 180,000 signatures of registered voters to get it on the ballot.
Okay.
And finally, New York, we just talked about recently that State Senator Joseph Adabo introduced an online gaming bill in the governor's 2025 budget address. Everyone was hoping.
What do they call it? State of the state?
I guess they call it that. I was referred to as.
I don't know. We just said New Jersey just had our state of the state.
She did a budget address.
Okay.
Because the budget just came out, and everyone was hoping it would mention online gaming, which it did not.
Oh. Yeah.
So right now, everybody's saying it's an uphill battle to even get it passed this year or in 2025. It's not part of the budget. It does dampen lower the chances of it passing, but Adabo has said he's not giving up just yet.
Good for him.
We'll see exactly where he goes. I know we've got Adabo's bill, we've got Pretlow's bills out there as well, and it's something that really needs to be considered because
absolutely.
Online gaming, the online casinos, is more lucrative than online sports betting.
Like I said, here in New Jersey,
as staggering as those sports betting numbers are, online gaming will bring in so much more. Online casinos will bring in so much more.
Absolutely, and you know what? They're so prevalent here in New Jersey, and a lot of people who live in New Jersey work in New York, and anytime you do the train, they're like rolling casinos, and they're doing their slots or their poker or their blackjack and things like that. So, but everything stops at New York. But no, these operators are making so much more money with online casinos than sports betting. That's where the real money is.
And
in turn, the state will make more money too.
And also online lottery too.
Oh, sure, online lottery.
So that's all part of Adabo's bill there.
Good.
That's it for this week's Turnpike Sports Book Report. Press releases, info at turnpikesportsradio.com. Keep those coming in. If you've been watching on TV, the ticker below has been flying by with additional news stories we didn't have a chance to cover this half hour. And as always, once this show is released Monday morning, you will see a full print version which has the stories we talked about, additional stories from the ticker, as well as even more stories that we didn't have a chance to address in either section of the show. In full print version on our blog, turnpikesports.us. Click on the blog button and you'll have the print version there.
And that'll do it for us this week. We'll see you next time on the Turnpike.